Gotta admit, I was kind of disappointed with this film. What's up, everybody? Back today to talk about Tales of Halloween, the newest anthology. And I was really looking forward to it. It has 10 segments, a bunch of different horror directors. The only names I really recognized in the end were Lucky McKee, Neil Marshall, and Mike Mendez. But yeah, I just overall was disappointed. I put it on late last night trying to get into the Halloween spirit, and it really didn't work, to tell you the truth. The first segment's a little scary. There's a ghost segment with Alex Esso from Star Age that was slightly scary. Those were the only two that were really kind of scary. My favorite one was probably this kid goes around town and creates all this havoc dressed in a little devil costume. I just thought that was cool. It's kind of funny, just kind of cool, like hilarious. I don't know, something about that one I liked. It was kind of original. The rest of them are just, like I said, mundane. Some are funny. Of course, it's an anthology. That's fine. I did chuckle a few times. Some of them have a couple of cool, like, creature-looking things. That was fine. Neil Marshall's is the last one. That one was kind of cool. It's a little bit like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But overall, it was just mundane, kind of. And, you know, it's not going to replace anybody's favorite anthology, I don't think. It just felt kind of low budget overall, which it was, I'm sure. That's fine. But then it also felt like it was going to be easily edited for TV. And, I mean, there's blood, but it's just kind of, I don't know, just overall meh. There's no scary concepts, no real original concepts, not really anything. I mean, there's one that's kind of like a cross between Friday the 13th, The Evil Dead, and some other stuff I don't want to ruin it for you, but that one was kind of funny. I believe it's Mike Mendez's, just totally off the wall, which that one was enjoyable, one of the more memorable ones. And there was a couple, I don't think I can even remember them, you know, and I just watched it last night. So yeah, I mean, it's the acting you would expect. There's a ton of different horror actors in it, so it's not the greatest acting. I would recommend it to watch for Halloween season, so I will give it a 3 out of 5. But it's barely a 3 out of 5, to tell you the truth, and it's one of those things that's only for really horror fans. It's not something a mainstream person will watch and be like, oh, it's kind of scary. There's a ton of other anthologies that are better to watch, but this one just felt flat, and it'll probably be, you know, next year on Chiller, edited down slightly. Like I said, they're probably not going to have to edit much. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say, except that I was let down. And I liked a couple segments. Some are just forgettable. Like I said, I don't even remember them barely this morning. It's kind of a gimmick, I feel, to pull, you know, horror fans in to watch it. And it worked perfectly because I was all excited. I watched it and I was just like, is that it, really? Even Neil Marshall's, I was really looking forward to Neil Marshall's, and I did kind of like it overall, but at the same time I was like, this is all Neil Marshall could do? I don't know. Lucky McGee's was probably the worst. McKee, whatever, was probably the worst one. Total waste of Pollyann McGintosh. She looks beautiful in the movie, and it just wasted. I was like, what is this stupid shit? I mean, I got it, but I was like, this is just fucking stupid. And then there was a couple other ones that were just kind of wasted, I thought. I don't know. If you're going to make an anthology, you know, maybe make 5 good segments, make 4 good segments, make 3 good segments. When you have 10, there's no development, there's no getting to know the characters, which is fine if you make 10 really intense ones, kind of like ABC's of Death or something. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but definitely there was more memorable ones in that one, I think, than Tales of Halloween. Like I said, good film for the season. Not really much else besides that. Barely a 3 out of 5. And if you've seen Tales of Halloween, let me know what your favorite segment was. Were you disappointed? Did you like it? Am I totally off my rocker? Was I drinking too much Oktoberfest, Sam Adams? Yeah, because I was actually going to rewatch it today before the review, and I was like, nah, I'll do the review because I watched it last night. So, yeah, wasn't even good enough to watch twice, and I do that with a lot less movies. So, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys soon.